A chieftain of Arewa Consultative Forum and former secretary of the defunct Action Congress, Usman Bugaje, has called for collegiate system of leadership in the country to end the North-South presidential rotation debate. Bugaje said he would prefer the country to get the best hands wherever they might come from to run the country than narrowing the presidential choice to a region of the country. Now, he called for inclusive governance based on competence and denounced the perennial regional divisions and corrupt leadership in Nigeria. The political and civil society activists stressed the need for a new narrative that combined popular participation with tangible developmental outcomes. Now joining us to help make sense of this is Executive Director, Not Too Young to Lead Initiative, Elvis Akpobi. Hello Elvis, thank you so much for joining us at this time.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
Let's first of all hear your thoughts, on what Usman Bugaje has actually said about voting in presidents out of merit and not out of regional participation.
Okay, for me, I subscribe to what he's saying because to make progress, there must be inclusion, and oftentimes our leadership recruitment process seems to be about either from recruiting from a particular region and over to a particular region, which for me has not really helped us. So, if there is a way to see towards new narrative that will be of benefit and development to Nigeria, I think it's worth giving it a shot.
All right. Now, Bugaje has actually said that, he called for the best hands. But how sure are you that, that would actually be followed through with, considering that there's so many people who want to be at the helm of affairs, and most of them are not even ready or competent enough to lead the country?
Yes. As a graduate of the National Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies, I was going to understand that everything rises and falls on leadership, and the mindset of those who make policies for us determine how we'll grow. Most of the bleakness we're faced with today as a country, the reflection of the people, the mindset of the people that have contracted governance with our vote to, and their policies affect us directly or indirectly. So for me, I think in such government where a committee of people where power is distributed equally, where people from different regions comes to say put of their interest and what they need, I think that's better than what we are running today, where a particular zone produces a particular president, and you find out that power distribution is not always equal, and the particular zone is always left out, which for me does make development very very fast. And
well, Elvis, you are the executive director of Not Too Young to Lead Initiative, and what do you have to say about our leaders finally giving power to the younger generation and giving opportunities to the younger generation to actually lead the country?
Nigeria is blessed with young people who are in sync with character, capacity, and competence, but oftentimes it's this government of recycling, same old people recycling themselves. This is not to say we are not ready as young people to take up the mantle of leadership. But if you agree with me today that there is this money-backed politics going on, and there's also this social strata politics going on, most of the young people you see today that are even at the table where policies are being made are either they have a lot of money, they have deep pockets, or they have the right surname, and that has really kept us back. Nigeria today is blessed with people, young people who can change the narrative, who are accountable, who are responsive, but our policies, our electoral policies does not help make this help these people come into power. So I think ahead of the next election, we should look inward. We should pick the right people, make laws and bills that we amend, that our electoral process will be amended for young people to come in. Not issues of fine, it's not young to run act as been signed, a bill has been signed, is not a law, but it's still the same thing because you need a lot of money to get involved in our electoral process. And this money, these young people do not have. But I know we have the will, we have that capacity to steer the ship of this country. Because young people young people that have been given privilege to, serve, they are doing well back in my state. But blessed with the governor that in Delta State that knows that when young people are given access to the tools to live their dream, the society will develop and restiveness reduces. That's why today ESCO is overwhelmed with young people with character, capacity, and competence, and young doctors are having access to government, and progressing is right gradually.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you so much, Elvis Akpobi, for speaking to us.
For having me.